Well, I said I would upload this season, so here we are. Let's just hop right in. BGL season. I've lost track of what season we're on. Season 8? I think this is season 8. Week 1. Let's go. Alright. On a bit of a hill. County road. I don't think that helps me. Okay. Can't really see the license plate very well. I think that we just have to go based on vibes here. There's not a lot of actual clues, I feel like. Do we see telephone poles just to rule out the possibility of Wisconsin? Not seeing telephone poles either. Oh, okay, well, yes, but we don't see... It doesn't really help, because... Can't really see if there's a little Wisconsin sticker on there or not. Alright, well... I don't know where to guess. The fact that it's hilly makes me think maybe somewhere like Missouri or Arkansas. That's kind of what I'm thinking right now, like Missouri, Arkansas. Because it doesn't really feel like the Appalachians. But that's my only real lead right now. Like, I am not feeling very confident on this one. Oh, wait. Oh, there's a front plate over there. Okay. That helps. That would make me think Missouri. That also makes... Yeah. Okay. Missouri makes a lot of sense in my head. Maybe even towards the St. Louis area. Yeah, I mean... It doesn't feel like middle of nowhere. Maybe we're near St. Louis. Yeah, front plate, a little bit hilly. I don't think this is going to be particularly East Coast. I'm liking the Missouri angle. Let's go around there and hope for the best. Okay, yeah, good. Whew. So my logic there, I feel like I wasn't able to articulate it very well. Basically, there was a front plate on that car. That really helped me a lot there because Missouri has front plates, Arkansas does not. As well as a lot of the states in the Appalachian area, like the states that would have made sense to me don't have front plates either. Georgia, Alabama, South Carolina, North Carolina, Tennessee, Kentucky, Virginia in theory, but I could tell you that did not look like Virginia. So that worked out really well. I'm happy with that round 1. On to round 2. Sully Station. License plates. Sully Station Shopping Center. Okay, do we see front plates? Yes, we do see a front plate there, I think. Unless that's just like a little placeholder license plate. I can't really tell. It looks like another front plate there. Yeah, there's front plates. Kind of feels like East Coast to me. Maybe that's Sally Station. I can't tell. Whatever, it doesn't matter. That's not a real area code. Okay. Low key, this almost reminds me of Maryland. I don't think that helps me at all. All right, well, what am I thinking? Like, I have pretty clear angles of license plates, but I still can't really decipher them very well. What's the year on this coverage? 2023. Okay. I might go like Maryland or Virginia. Okay. Yeah, I mean, there is... The fact that we see one plate like that shade of orange, there is a Maryland plate that's a similar shade of orange that's pretty rare. Oh, what if this is like New York? No, if it was New York, we would see a lot more license plates of that shade. I don't feel good about this one. I really don't, but it feels enough like East Coast to me. Let's go for it. Wow. Okay. Sully Station. Yeah, dude. I live around here in the DMV. I've never heard of Sully Station. Chantilly. Okay. Well, I mean... Wish I could have gotten that one a little bit more on the money, but not bad, I guess. Okay, I mean, yeah, whatever. It was a pretty good guess still. I'm just disappointed that I wasn't confident in the fact that it was DMV. Very rare DMV round, but yeah. All right, round 3. Wide road lines. There's a little bit of it. I think that's a little bit of a gap in the road lines. Maybe it's just the lines are thin, so it makes it appear that way. Kind of feels a little bit southeast. These don't scream Southern Pines to me. But I don't know where else this would be if it's not like Alabama, Georgia, Mississippi, maybe even Florida. But that feels about right to me. Yeah, not a lot of clues to work with on this one. It's just vibes. And I think southeast just makes a lot of sense. Where would be the best place to put it to hedge with the entire region? Because the thing is, yeah, we're just going off vibes. It feels, I almost want to say more southern. But what if I'm wrong? I also don't want to rule out the possibility of something like Arkansas. And then if I guess like too far over here, then that would be a bad guess points wise. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna go Alabama. Sure. Oh, cool. Yeah, that worked out pretty well. All right, cool. Round 4. Feels kind of southeast again. Show me an area code, please. No, we can't quite see it. Might start with a 5, but that doesn't really... Highway 13. Okay, that could actually be useful. Because we can try to scour the map for a Highway 13. No front plate. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Good to confirm that, though. I don't think there's going to be any clues here. Oh! 601. Yeah, that's Mississippi. 601 is Mississippi. That was useful. All right. Highway 13. There's also Black Creek Water Park. All right, let's just find a Highway 13 for now. I think 601 is pretty central in the state. I think. Highway 13, and it's running... What direction is that? Looks like kind of northwest-ish. All right. Highway 13 running kind of northwest-ish. 14, 15, 18, 13, northwest-ish. Something Black Creek Water Park. Can I find something Black Creek? Because I'm on the right track here. 28 seconds. It's essentially 5 cable. Well, we don't see what this street is. Did we see what this little thing actually said? Just a mulching company. Okay. Highway 13 running northwest-ish. What's the best place we can put this guess to hedge with everywhere where it's running, where the 13 is running northwest? Because that doesn't look like the right direction up north. Something like around here, I think, makes a lot of sense. How close was I? Very close. All right, let's go. Whew. Is that Baxterville? Right, so how big was the water park? Because we saw a sign for a water park. Was that something we could have realistically found? Or was that just like... Yeah, no, it looks like it's pretty small, whatever it was. All right, that was a great guess. That was... Really been noggin on that one. Awesome. Final round. Trans-Pacific Parkway. All right, well, that narrows things down a bit. Little gap in the road lines. I think Oregon has that. Of all the... I think Washington State might as well, come to think of it. But yeah, not California. Like it's not going to be a northern part of California because it doesn't have the little yellow horizontal bars on the telephone poles. Okay. That is a big bridge. That might be something we can find on a map potentially. But it's kind of hard to... All right, well, bottom line is obviously Pacific Northwest. This is obviously going to be either Washington State or Oregon. Trans-Pacific Parkway. Would we be like on the coast then? Is that what that means? Where would this be? This actually, because okay, we're kind of surrounded by water. I just don't know where it would be. This is north. This is too much water on the map here. I don't think where I have it is correct. What if it's more like... This also seems like a significant road. And I think that's an Oregon plate. Yeah, that's an Oregon plate. Yeah. So that makes this way more likely to be Oregon than Washington. I'm just looking for bodies of water. I think I'll keep my marker where it is. Oh no, I'm scared, man. It was way further south. Okay. It was where I was looking just then last second. Okay. Alright, I kind of screwed that one up. Because I was looking at this. I was more so looking at the yellow roads around here. I should have been looking, yeah, where the water was. I could have variously 5K'd that. And yeah, it looks like there were a couple 5Ks. Maybe more than a couple. We'll see in a sec. Okay, I kind of panicked. I'm not going to lie. I kind of panicked on that one. Whatever. It was still a good game overall. Yeah, so where's that put me? On the week? How do I hide this? Okay, whatever. I guess you see my friends list now. Puts me in number 5 on the week out of 27. Actually, I finished 6 out of 32. So yeah, normally I don't like to record stuff in post. I just like to record everything in the moment. But yeah, for week 1, I wanted to make a doc first. So yeah, we'll look at that in a sec. Anyway, let's go over the results of this week. Let me click on my name again. All right. Round 1, Missouri. So 8 of us got Missouri. And yeah, if you didn't get Missouri, you were probably pretty far off. Because if you look at the results here, there's a lot of... like the average score for round 1 was like 2,000 points. So round 1 was really tough. So getting a good score on that was pretty huge. Round 2. This was the Virginia one. A lot of people getting the DMV correctly, and like specifically the Virginia side, which makes me wonder how did so many people get that? Like, what did they see that like specifically clued them in on Virginia? All right, I went back just now for a solid like 5 minutes. I was scanning around on this one, trying to figure out how did people know this was Virginia, like. Because there are so many guesses on the Virginia side of Washington, D.C. specifically. The license plates aren't very, like... I don't think it can really be the license plates. I guess the fact that there are front plates and Virginia has front plates. But at that point, why Virginia over Maryland? I guess the reason that someone might go Virginia over Maryland, if they are debating between those two states, because they both have front plates, and it kind of looks like this area... The reason someone might go Virginia as opposed to Maryland is because Maryland plates are a lot more easily identifiable. They have more identifiable traits. Whereas Virginia plates are generally more plain, and these plates look kind of plain. So I guess by that logic, maybe. But, dude, I've been staring at this for a solid 5 minutes. I don't know what other people could have seen that would have clued them into Virginia specifically. Like, I'm not trying to complain about getting 4.5K, but... We hardly ever get DMV locations in BGL challenges. I want to be able to spawn into a random neighborhood and be like, oh, I know this place. But yeah, like, I can't complain about 4.5K. Round 3. Yeah, this was the one where it was, like, nothingness. It does seem like a lot of people were able to figure out that it was southern, but yeah, it kind of makes sense that everyone would be, like, scattered all around, though. Round 4. State Road 13, or Highway 13 in Mississippi. We had 2 5Ks on this one, apparently. Seems like a handful of people were able to find the 13. Handful of people knew the area code. And otherwise, it was pick your favorite southern state. Wow, that's actually kind of cool that everybody guessed, like, the South. Everyone was able to figure that part out. Round 5. All right, how many people got the bridge? That's a lot of 5Ks. That's what, 13 5Ks on that one? I am so disappointed because I was zoomed into this at the very end for the final few seconds, but I just didn't. I wasn't sure. I was like, do I switch? Do I not switch? I feel like that happens a lot. That happened a couple seasons ago with that one when it was like Idaho, and I thought it was Utah, and there was an Idaho area code and an Idaho license plate. Yeah, this is a recurring theme. But yeah, not an ideal guess for me. I'm kind of hidden, but yeah, this was definitely the round where I lost the most points. Well, I mean, obviously, because that's how this game works. But especially just relative to other people, though. All right, and as for the week 1 results, so we won this week despite being the second to lowest scorer. I feel like that happened a lot a few seasons ago. I don't remember which season it was. I want to say season 5, where we were like the second lowest scorer a couple of times, and we managed to sneak our way into playoffs. That was funny. But yeah, on that last one, there were 12 5Ks, and 4 other 5Ks across the other 4 rounds combined. Oh, I should move my face cam to the other side. There we go. Right, so I didn't make a doc for Season 7. I didn't upload Season 7 because that season just kind of started at an awkward time. I was out of town for like the first week. So yeah, I took Season 7 off of uploading. I do that every now and then. But yeah, so we're back. Got a doc again. Like I said, I didn't make a doc for Season 7. Maybe I'll do that retroactively at some point, but one thing at a time for now. Right, so Season 8. Yep, here's our individual scores. And also, we've got minor league stats, too. And unlike a couple seasons ago, I finally added minor league standings. Because I kept saying a couple seasons ago that I would do that, and then I never got around to doing that. Here we go. Now I have done that. This tab is a little bit of a mess right now. I could probably make it more pretty, but one thing at a time. And also, the way minor leagues works now is the top 2 scores. Because I guess some teams only have 2 guys in the minor league, some have 3. So the idea is that you take the top 2 scores of the minor league challenges and add those up, as opposed to adding up all 3. And I still have the abbreviations as the major league affiliates on the minor league tab. I'll probably keep it like that. Maybe I won't. I don't know. You know what? Like I said, one thing at a time. Bottom line is the stats are here. It's been a while since I've made a video for this. I forget what I usually ramble about, but yeah. See y'all next week, I guess.